here I am, day 2 of a wonderful conference, the National Association of Career Colleges, meeting up with Career Colleges Ontario, sharing ideas, meeting new partners, growing the ecosystem, all for the benefit of the students that are walking through those doors. These folks are making a difference. They're educating the people in our communities for jobs that are needed right now. They listen to their industry partners, they adapt, they create courses to meet those needs. And on that note, sir, why don't you introduce yourself, tell us what you do.
My name is Mike Parker. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions and Business Development for Medix College and North American Trade Schools.
Talk to me about those, Medix College and North American Trade Schools. What do they do?
So first of all, they're both focused on training in very important sectors, both the healthcare sector and the skilled trade sector. These are two areas with a high demand for jobs out there right now. You know, we hear about it all the time, long waits in the healthcare system, demand in the skilled trades in terms of construction industry. And so both of these schools focus on an area where there's a good opportunity for employment post-graduation.
Mm-hmm. So where are the schools located?
So Medix College has 3 campuses in the GTA, Brampton, North York, and Scarborough. And our trade school, North American Trade School, is located in Brampton and London, Ontario.
Okay, great. So let's stick to the medical side for a second. What are the program offerings on the medical side?
Sure. So we have the personal support worker, which obviously is a huge one, right? A lot of schools are involved with that in the career college sector. It's something where there's a big drive because of the shortage in that sector. But beyond that, we also have things in administration, both medical office and dental administrator. We also have things in dental assisting, medical lab technician assistant. We also have food service worker. It's a plethora of different areas. Biggest one as well, building up towards all the need for early child care. We have our early childhood assistant program as well.
And on the trade skill side?
And on the trade side, it's a variety of areas. So, you know, in Brampton, we specialize in HVAC technician, welding, as well as electrical pre-apprenticeship. In London, in addition to those 3 programs, we also offer cabinet making, home renovation technician as well.
Right. You hit the nail right on the head, right? These things are so needed right now.
Absolutely.
Talk to me now, you know, in those programs that you offer, it's vital that the students are taught by people with great industry experience. Talk to me about the importance of that.
Yeah, and that's the important thing about the career college sector. The instructors, and at least from our side, from Medix and North American Trade, these are all people with backgrounds in these fields, right? So on our dental side, we have people who have been dentists or worked in the dental industry. On the trade side, we have HVAC people, we have welding, we have electrical people who have this industry knowledge and are bringing it in. And in addition to that, they're not just teaching, they're going out and learning new things that they can bring into the classroom so they're up to date on the current techniques, the current needs of the marketplace, right? And so that's one of the things that we sort of focus on, is that ensuring that our instructors are also kept up to date as we keep our students up to date.
Yeah, that's so important, right? Because, I mean, things change fast in the world right now, and staying on top of things and getting that feedback from your industry partners, from your employers, and closing the loop so that you can provide the best program possible is so important to what you do.
Yeah, and that's the key thing about, you know, associations like NACC and CCO is that partnership, so that we're all sharing that knowledge, right? So there's instructor workshops that go on, and that's an opportunity to share knowledge between instructors, not just within a particular school, but across the career college sector. And I think that's important, to share that knowledge. To the points that we've heard today from some of the speakers, partnering with your local employers, not just for the placement opportunities as part of the training, but also to understand what those needs are in the community, what specific industries need right now, not just, you know, they need an HVAC technician, but what do you need that technician to need? Oh, you need them to be licensed for gas fitting. Great, we can do that as part of the program as well. So including things like that and getting that knowledge from employers is important for us to make those people more employable once they graduate.
Right. And an event like this, where you're bringing so many people together, sharing ideas, learning from one another, talk to me about the importance of that.
It's been very important. So my background before I actually joined this industry is that I was in a marketing capacity where I worked with a number of the schools here, and I've come to know this industry, and I've actually had a soft spot for it because I see the good they're doing. And I see that, you know, we talked about this isn't a competitive environment. When you're in these conferences, it's about best practices and sharing that. And I learned that a long time ago when I thought ABC school and XYZ school were competitors, but in this forum, they're working together for a commonality, right? You know, we always say it in our school, and I hear it all around now, is that we're working in the best interest of the students. And here it's where it's really focused, right? We talk about what can we do to improve things for the students, be it working with the government agencies, working with employers, working with some of the sponsors and partners that are here that provide some of the tools that we use to provide day-to-day support for those students. It's important to have this kind of organization, both NACC and CCO and the other associations across Canada, to bring together those minds, to bring together people so they can share those best practices and the same pains and talk about ways we can get around those and work through them, right? There's so many things that this industry has faced over the years that I've been experienced, but I see how they come together as an association, both in the provincial level and the national level, to find opportunities to solve those problems.
You can see the passion for this industry in your eyes.
I appreciate that.
There's no doubt about it. What is graduation day like for you?
So I experienced my first one because I joined during the pandemic in the early days of lockdown. So I came out to one last year for the first time since I joined the organization in 2020. And that opportunity to see families, not just the individual student, but whole families there in celebration. I think there were more people turning out for these in terms of families, like 12, 14 people showing up, right? Some of them second and third generation families, some just came to Canada. The experience of seeing that there's crying, happy tears, that experience for me just made my job and made what I do more significant, right? I had students that I had met early on in the process. They came up to me and said, thank you Medix, thank you North American Trade Schools for giving me this opportunity. I said, thank you for going through this opportunity, right? Thank your family for backing you up and giving you that support you need to get to this day.
What a wonderful conversation. What a wonderful perspective. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Alan.